Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? It's your boy African Elder. Well, today, I'm trying to help y'all understand the corruptible and the uncorruptible body. I think you can see it in 1 Corinthians 15, verse 40. Read on down. So, it's called the purpose and design of the corruptible and incorruptible body. All right. So, like I said, like I said before, you know what I'm saying? The purpose of, you see the Bible verse right here?
And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Say, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. All right, to have knowledge of good and evil, right? So, like I said, as babies, you had to be taught, you know what I'm saying? Things when you get old, so you're able to know and grow. The earth was created, so the earth has to be taught. You understand? The earth has to be taught. Feel me? But, you know, the thing about the earth is, you know what I'm saying, as it says right here in the Bible verse,
For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory.
you know what I'm saying, the earth is not immortal. I'm saying it doesn't live for eternity, it's not eternal. Understand? The earth, which is the flesh, the earth, is only limited to so long. It could live for so long. Even the people can only live for so long. But that God go we in the beginning, I'm saying, limit people's age to 120. So you can live for 120 years anyway. If you want to live, the max you could do is 120 years. Or the people they're doing 140, or if those are the spirits, demons that are used. Like you could live forever. You feel me? So, you know, angels, demons, they live forever because they are spiritual. You know what I'm saying? Like the Bible says right here.
Howbeit, that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy, and as is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly.
You see, we say there's a spiritual body and there's a earthly body. Do you understand? But, you know what I'm saying? But the whole purpose of the corruptible and the incorruptible is, you know, the earth was to last for 5 evers, forever and ever, which is 4 evers. That's why it's called 4 evers. 4 evers, 1 ever, 2 ever, 3 ever, 4 evers, and then ever, that is 5 evers. So the earth was limited to 5 evers on time. Alright, that was as long as it's gonna be forever and ever. Not, and the earth was not eternal because the earth had everything created out of flesh. You know what I'm saying? The spiritual is the main source. You know what I'm saying? And the earthly is like a subcontinent that God wanted us to see each other. You know what I'm saying? Because spirits, you really can't see spirits unless you have eyes, gifted eyes to see spirit. That's why a lot of y'all can't see the dead. Understand? But the flesh, you can see the flesh. know what I'm saying? But the design of the flesh, you know what I'm saying? When God created the earth, the flesh, you know what I'm saying? For people to live forever, you feel me? You feel me? The earth was created for flesh, you know what I'm saying? Where the flesh will be transformed the body. And then when the flesh, that's why the flesh has to die. And when you die, you go back to the spirit, you know what I'm saying? You become a ghost, a spirit. So that's why everything has to die. You know what I'm saying? The earth reached its fullness, it reached its limit. So why the earth is now destroyed because of corruption reached its limit, and the earth had to die, destroyed. Which when it dies, you know, when you die, you go back to being a spirit, which brings the incorruptible. So he has to die and be raised from the dead. So I'm saying what has to be remade. Even you spirit, you have to be brought back from the dead. When you dead, you know what I'm saying, your flesh rot. You feel? So you have to be brought back from the dead, given a new flesh. As you see this Bible verse right here.
Also celestial bodies, and bodies terrestrial. But the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another.
See, say you're given a new body. It's called celestial and terrestrial body. So there's the whole thing about this Bible verse right here.
And out of the ground made the Lord God to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight, and good for food, the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
The knowledge of good and evil. Understand? You know what I'm saying? Good people will turn into good angels, will be given celestial bodies. You know what I'm saying? Good angels have celestial bodies. You understand? And you evil people, you blasphemers, you evil people choose blasphemy, you blasphemers will have terrestrial body. Understand? What you call terrestrial body. You know what I'm saying? The evil body, evil angels body that they have is called terrestrial body. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it says right here.
Just as we are now like the earthly man, we will someday be like the heavenly man.
Feel everybody will live on earth, but you know what I'm saying? But just as everybody live the human on earth with the earthly bodies, you know what I'm saying? One day everybody's gonna have a heavenly body. You understand? That's what the end time is for, where everybody get the heavenly body. Understand? That is how God saved these blasphemers. You feel me? By creating two angels. Okay, you know somebody, because you understand God said, thou shalt not bow down to any other image. You only serve God. If you see Bible first right here.
But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshippers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship him. God is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
You see, it say you serve God in spirit and in truth, because God is spirit, so you serve God in spirit. But they went serving the physical object, you know what I'm saying? A stone, they made a stone, which is blasphemy. They blaspheme. They started serving the stone. That's why they in blasphemy, where they will serve the God of blasphemy, who the gods of blasphemy, which they make images of themselves. They make statues of themselves, where people in blasphemy worship the statue. You know what I'm saying? Because they served a statue called Jesus, so now they were punished to be in blasphemy, and they were forced to serve the statue of Trippy, 6ix9ine, Gucci, Bashir. You feel? Because these are the gods. The king, Trippy is the king, statue of Beelzebub. Feel their statue of walk, talk, and everything. So that's their judgment. You feel? So, that's what it is, really. You did. feel me? Like, there's whole thing about it, corruptible and incorruptible. You feel me? So that's why it says right here, you know what I'm saying, that a man corruptible has to die for it to be immortal. You know what I'm saying? For it to be eternal, to live forever, eternally. You feel me? So that's what it is, you did. And that's where we are right now. So that's why they're scared. But that's why I tell you that once you get the mark of the beast, you feel me? Your body don't change. Your body is going through transformation right now. But it hasn't transformed yourself. If you don't understand, y'all, they'll get the mark. When you get the mark of the beast, your body will transform into, you know what I'm saying, into celestial bodies. You feel me? We're transforming the terrestrial bodies. And then when you go into the fire, that's where they're going to die at, because they can't die on earth. When they go in the fire, they'll die in a blink eye and come back life. Like they never died, they're going to be burning. You feel me? Like, and then it'll be so quick. So they get in the fire, they'll be burning in the fire. Like they'll die, but they never die, they'll wake back up. You feel me? They'll be resurrected. So that will be their own resurrection in the fire. And then they'll be transformed into terrestrial body. So really the fire is a transformation. It's also a punishment, because you're being punished in a fire. But it kills you, and these completely kills you after you get the mark of the beast. You feel you'll claim the terrestrial, then the fire burns you and kills you, and you transformation, because the Bible says right here.
But this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory.
Fear is only if you die. You know what I'm saying? That, you know what I'm saying? The incorruptible body can't come. You feel me? Unless the corruptible body is dead, which is the first body, the physical body is dead, and then resurrection, which is resurrection, the incorruptible body come. When you're resurrected, then you're given a new body. You feel me? So that's what it is, y'all. So that's what y'all doing. It's two paths. Celestial power. They can't get the celestial body, so they're here and blasphemy. So that's why she's bugging me and doing all this crazy shit. Nobody cares, man. So I tell y'all, evil people, if you want to choose blasphemy, then you choose blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? Because you be transformed to be blasphemy, but you're not going to suffer the punishment of the blasphemers. Their punishment is different. Your punishment because you want to be blasphemy. You feel me? If you would choose celestial, it's two bad. When you want to go with two paths. You want to be blessed, you want to be celestial, good angel, or you want to be terrestrial, evil angel. You know what I'm saying? Evil body, evil powers, everything. These people playing with sorcery. This way they don't get the evil power. You know what I'm saying? By force, by fire. You feel me? Sorcery is just an illusion of evil powers. You feel, but now they'll get evil power when they come out. They don't have evil powers and everything. You know what I'm saying? You want to run them, show they like, this is my power. Take them. They try to do them so long. But that's what the mystery is, y'all. You feel me? So everybody chose their path. The good people chose their path. They got celestial bodies over there. They got their mark on them already. If you name a God and my pyramid on their forehead, got my wife for it, told them to do that shit. And it's right, Bishop trying to say, no, you're not going to get the seal, no, you're not getting the seal, no. I'm talking about people here. I just every do all that fuck that shit all day long. You did. I know my king. I know what's going on with King. You're not going to my king before you get this tattoo. And this other shit, she trying to make it look like it's going out, it's fading out, but it's not really though, it's shining. But she's trying to do it like what I showed you in the camera, and 365 eye glows. In the nighttime, it shines out light. The tattoo shines out light, and then darkness in the daytime. It looks like darkness. Yeah, so she's trying to cover up my seals and my name. You see, you can't really see it, but not really covered though. She's just trying to use sorcery. Of course, I just let her do it because she can't really cover it up. It's still showing. Sorry, laugh at the bitch. You feel me? She can't even fight the tattoo. The tattoo is beating her ass. You feel me? She can't even cover up the tattoo because she's trying to hide the tattoo because she don't want to see the tattoo. Look at the tattoo. You feel me? Because the tattoo reminds her of an ant. That's why I put the manual on fire. You did. I tell y'all, I put the manual on fire. She will burn. So if you about to get the mark of the beast, 14:8, the image of Trippy and the name of Trippy, but. So that's what happened, y'all. Everybody get about 4. That's the evil body everybody get. So, everybody, y'all, this was going on. So, we're about to go to the next chapter, all right? So, everybody be blessed, y'all. All right, bye.